abusia eye vim lady e de nsem bia begum abusia na ohwe nsem a vim lady e kana owura Kennedy akompre ko Japan one Dr. Bawumia eye apreapre ye koso no eye vim lady so de nanum sem aba betum a o chem den say enyema ni fact bi ni data bi e wo ho ene esuma se enhihye bi e koso ono vim lady wati ni nyina na ni nyina aba begu ne na ase kire say owura Kennedy akompre ko Japan abusia oye di nkunim anesa esan say eye fact any data and ye eye adwuma when it comes to politics na eno so no ntino ono vim lady o gina so aka ni pen say said ye nyema sikika kone de se bibia asesa de a ono bo Kennedy akompre ko Japan obenya about 50 achese ebeye chese ano be dene e de ama owura Dr. Bawumia abusia no wiye no wasan so de nsem fufuro bi a abusia eye secret kese pa e de ababa betum abusia yen wasitan yen mompia eye vim lady afia poku ne konkotie ensem a ono nso e de abegum ye ba ye beto aso e de mamu aha e Kofi Countryman CTV
Enfa Kennedy Japan okay enfa Kennedy Japan based on the last super delegates conference the showing that he did very well being the second even above Alan Chemantin. What do you think they say so far the campaign are running because he's trying so much to change ne image, you know, to say they're not on Yedu can so Kennedy Japan. Because if you look at the last 2 years, he's not been in that position anymore. So far after the campaign, does he have promise? Because some of the research say Olidi.
But it's not out of place to know say Ken is the second in the last election, and this one so no, he's in the second a pole position, the most competitive candidate against the Bawumia is Ken. It's like a Ken and a Bawumia race again. Okay. But you see, those times, Bawumia was a vice president. And Nyama Bebre and Uncle Suye were by Nama for better use against you. And then party in your Bamubu. And Chechemubia Bebano, a Bia, a Bema amount for a Munyama differently. Ken is a strong candidate, and I've said it. Ken. Nyama was started here in the party to position himself as the person who really care about party people. No, started here. And why you do bebre? Who the omunyi na abo mwa? Dia why bibi na microphone ehunu. Ama Ghana for what say? Why we am a party? Why we am a party? Ken. Branch champion say campaign we are. And can nyama no express why am a party na onke bi da. And it is new information to a lot of party people. But can the Wayama parties for so many years regularly tells the party people say, this is what I'm doing for the party. And they can then ask sinking into people's mind so many years and Brian started a candidate. And they can they say, we're preparing for this thing for a long time. And I'm not surprised by the fact that the strong showing. And when he entered the race, the catcher man for to beat Alan. How can Ken come and beat Alan? Daddy, their constituencies can I build it within the NPP. Send a way in the Yama, send a one marketing home. Embrace that one young to be the president. A man has an advantage over anybody who wants to contest it. If you are not a sitting vice president, like if you are sitting vice president, like Ken would have been like the one everybody want to catch up with.
So and Kenya Bawumia ni race the man.
Oh, Bawumia can never lead. Because Bawumia is candidate as a running mate to Akufo-Addo 2 times, and then he won election 2 times. No, Abema wanya a certain advantage.
Yeah,
as that advantage in one. But if like somebody like Bawumia is not in the race, Ken would have been in a pole position because he is the one who was able to market himself as the party, the party's people.
Okay.
The people for the party.
Yeah.
He's the one who has shown concern about party people. All these people have not really done that by saying it for people to know. But marketing is not about only doing it. Also, my constituency. So one can Obi Talency constituency no onim say why you did this hour. All of them have done things. But they can't there. Nyama bebre wayama party ni no. He regularly trumpets it to the party people in the media and everywhere for them to know say he's doing a lot for the party. So that has endeared him to a lot of party people. The way it will be a party no e won akuma so. ultimately. And for me, no, people can say a whole lot of things. What is actually affecting his campaign? I mean, say people see him as somebody, but people are now playing back a lot of things he has said, which are considered negative against the party and people in this country, and they are using those audios against him. Because since I counted the last primaries till now, no, some kind of
update
vituperations was slow down. Slow down. But people say, yeah, man, slow down. Then they are Canada and confirm. And don't hear the opponents of the campaigner. They are bringing a whole lot of things he has said in the past to say, "Why can't wait that? Why can't wait? And that's a moment the chance. So that's it. And that is what I.
Do you think that's how audios ni videos no use so against him no? Because and Monday me back no explain so it was about Safma for leaked tape be and Nana Oye MPP for no leaky and so the harsh language was for only those who leaked the audio, but they are frano. And they are to second the Japan the attempt. Do you think about affecting Nana?
That time no one shed that time and Masanje to remove ya okay. How do you say? A time ye all kinds of no be who one shedan kata oh say na me kan no nti mamu mfa no ho sa it is a na u be chire mu a obi be kata is an afterthought that one problem no that's what the opponent will use because that is working against it is trying to change his bout but that na o kan na e be ye ho e ma party for beberebu food those time unyam emre spend hours in the media to explain say they me kan no this is the main important now. Well, in the communication, and I mean, I say people are the opponents are really pushing against him. Say, Nipa we mamun too maken because emrebi okanwe because one who say after the last primary now, no, while really managing, while managing the composure, while managing the utterances. So one who say, Akwana says, no. One kasa ne ntende ya kofa ni old audios ni nyama wake kan in the past no say okasa tia party penyiwe okasa tia party for we no kan attempted against party for and that is what they are using to me against him and I should tell you say the candidate is strong because when the candidate is not that strong I don't need to go to the past and bring anything against but the fact that you have to be going to archives to go and look for things he has said 7 years ago 5 years ago 6 years ago, and then I woke up and the I work here. It tells you say he is a really strong candidate.
Okay, yeah, moving Bawumia. Yeah, moving Bawumia. Bawumia, so is he holding his own? There no kutano. Is he bringing that to the table or Eswati? Because now everybody is going after Bawumia's votes.
Yeah, everybody is going after Bawumia. But I think in government those strategies work. In opposition, those strategies don't really work because they're more opposition. And now. Question is Bawumia ngwa na really any power wa ben mu. The only person one bibia about aban air come na Japan. Because Honorable Kennedy Japan was a board chairman of Ghana Gas. Oh yeah, Dr. Educhum, education minister. Brian, first term national security, second term agric. And ufa candidate ni na say mufa trouble ni na ma Bawumia. The question is who sector now who handle you know problems there by the family Bawumia na. Government is but it is it is easy to blame Bawumia. But now in opposition people begin to ask the question now who you wait to my year and agree can come and complain. Education was some who complains when you are na war and the young because you are Bawumia never back buy. And Bawumia
Dr. Educhum response now the he succeeded in education.
And you say is it your assessment of success varies. Right? Of the education now people didn't have complaints now. On in party for the do omu boyfriend no say school placement omu chesi no say ombo omu school placement omu so there are every ministry out there handle people have expectations and you can't meet all the expectations of people so obviously always there will be issues people have against you so to go and say bibia koyi no you cannot tell me that everybody accepts that you have performed very well there you cannot say there are no party people who have serious issues with you. You were in charge of education. Education was responsible for scholarship secretariat. People who were looking for scholarship as party people. Now when they be there, so minister and they know or show no way want to be a mwana. Okay, the only issues.
Free stranded. Okay.
Yeah, free SHS was a massive policy, but free SHS has its own issues. People were talking about the quality of food. There were issues that Ojibra said in Ankolano or Muko school 2 weeks. No mamba. People were complaining about all these things. And they don't sit back and say, "Ni Miami Jumayu." And so obisa Jumana so sana Ghana for sana party for ehunana. And that kind of comment, in opposition, don't do that. Me, Dr. See, they don't make that as a politician. Your success depends on the people around you, your advisors, your strategies. You may even be a very bad candidate, but if you have good strategies, good communicators, people who make sure that your campaign message, they are the one who determine. Your outing, they determine. They are the one who are putting spin on your messages. They are the one who are strategizing and crafting you as that person. The people who are projecting you as that person. If you don't have those people, you struggle. So Dr. Edichum, he's talking a lot, but I don't really see the effectiveness of his campaign team. Because I don't really see how they are projecting him as the candidate that should be. And you see, we have a situation that people think when they go and plant stories in the media, they are having front pages here, left and right. The people are shouting already means that they are being projected. That is not strategic communication. That thing you put in the media, it should give you a certain leverage to a certain point. But Dr. Edichum, as we speak, if you ask me, I don't really see the stagecraft of strategy that is propelling him to be like. Campaign, you can't see how Brian Champon campaign is going. Even himself, Brian could have done better, but I think that he also has issues of strategy and campaign messaging. Because sometimes some of the things he says, I don't even see how those things are feasible. Something like that. And they have the one that catches the same way. Brian is missing the point by trying to prove that it's political. If he had smart people, in my opinion, the smartest brand should have had is for him to be branded and projected as a business leader.
Now, they are naming him as Kwawu Elon Musk.
But the question is based on what? What are the narratives? Okay, it's about narratives. What narratives are you making the people believe? Politics, they say, is make believe. Let people believe that this person, this is who he is.
Smart guy update.
To me, if he had a strong team who really have the kind of strategy, I am of the view that the branding, they are branding him, making him to look like a firepower politician, I think is the wrong way. Ken is the firepower politician, brand him that way. But I think Brand should be branded as a business mogul who has done A, B, C, D, who, when is given the opportunity, will use that acumen to make sure that Ghana thrives economically. And I think that he has done a lot for himself.
Yeah, I like that conversation. Canada has been consistent about make creative jobs. But that should have been or no Brian Champon messaging as a businessman.
Exactly.
As a fire brand.
Exactly. So Ken should be the fire brand. That is his strength. But I see Brian's strength as the one who should be branded as a business mogul, a young man of this age. At this age, he started this business. At this age, he had been able to build this. At this age, he has been able to build this. And by now, Brian has this total number of employees he pays. They work here, they work here, they work here. Brian owns this hotel chain, one of the biggest in Africa. This is a young man. Brian is the one who wants to transform the entire world into a tourism enclave. Brian wants to build an airport. Brian, sit down and do a branding that will project the guy as the man with the big brain to transform business in Ghana. And that if you give him the chance to become president, things he has done in his own businesses that has made his business to be doing well, he would transport that same strategy to make sure that private business grows. So Brian, for instance, should be surrounded by a lot of successful private business people.
Because I'm even picking information, say, Team Funny be crazy, like Carlos Money and the Oma sign one because I know so because of Eastern region, all the Eastern regional MPs, want to come. All of them are supporting Carlos
MPs, almost 70 said they are supporting Bawumia. They had a press conference. So for now, Brian has only about 5. If you take the numbers,
that is Eastern region, but yes, other people, former MPs, say Carlos Ahenka, son of Eastern region of Yesium, but no MP. He's with him.
But then, if what you are saying is a photo on father, there's a problem. Because as I said, who candidate, you can never brand yourself. You can never make it as the candidate. The people around, if you put the best strategies around, everything you go and say is because that's what you are told to say.
Okay.
So if Brian had maybe 20, 50 business moguls, successful business people in Ghana, okay, around his campaign, and it's not political. The political people are down there doing the strategy and the rest. And the Brian appears in this campaign, and this business mogul that everybody knows is on the stage of campaign here. He goes to meet this delegate, this business mogul is with him. And some of these business moguls will be making statements that, oh, they believe in Brian's vision, they believe that Brian and business will thrive. These people are so influential because they are successful people in this country, own their own businesses. So I was thinking that if Brian really was to be marketed and branded to be that candidate, I was thinking that the strategy would have been different. What he's doing now should be what Kennedy Pons should be, because that is Ken's advantage. And you cannot compete with Ken on that level. You understand it? So I think that I tell people that in any serious country, when people even have the dream of going to public office, the first person they hire is a publicist.
Yeah, they have a crisis. I'm gonna hire publicist, yeah.
Ammonia appointment number power crano, about power crano. Yaman appointment only publicist. Oh, Felicio, why not the story my journalist will go and put publicist.